I can tell you whether you're gonna go to heaven or hell based on one simple thing: shopping carts. This theory first appeared on Reddit and Twitter. It's the shopping cart theory stated that you can tell if a person is a good person or a bad person based on whether or not they put their cart back in the shopping cart return. The theory goes as follows. The shopping cart is the ultimate litmus test for whether a person is capable of self-governing. To return the shopping cart is the easy and convenient task that we all recognize as the correct thing to do. To return the shopping cart is objectively right. There are no other situations except for dire emergencies where a person cannot return their shopping cart. Simultaneously, it is not illegal to not return your shopping cart. So the shopping cart presents itself as the apex example of whether a person will do the right thing without being forced to do it. No one will punish you for not returning the shopping cart. No one will fine you or kill you for not returning the shopping cart. You gain nothing from returning the shopping cart. You must return the shopping cart based off the kindness of your heart. You must return the shopping cart because it is the correct thing to do, because it is right. A person who can't do this is no better than an animal, an absolute savage who has to be made to do the right thing based off of the laws and the people behind it. The shopping cart is what determines whether a person is a good or a bad member of society. So what do you guys think? Do you think the shopping cart really matters? Do you think it's important? I think it does. I think this is a very good example, of exactly what it said. There's actually states that have instituted now or are trying to institute laws that will put a fine on people who don't return their shopping carts. $250 to $500 fines were proposed as the consequences for not returning your shopping cart. According to trolleymfg.com, the average supermarket has 200 to 300 shopping carts, while more commercial stores have close to 500. Walmart has 600 to 800 carts, and then other supermarkets have close to 2,000. However, many of these shopping carts are stolen each year. According to the Food Market Institute, close to 2 million shopping carts are stolen each year. I don't know who would do that, kind of jerks, but... Alright, we do have some arguments against this though, we have some people that think that the shopping cart theory doesn't quite validate. So maybe some mothers don't want to leave their kid in the car unattended. Some people say that, they want to keep the people employed at where they work. And then there's also the thing that there are disabled people, and they can't put their cart back, quite as easily as other people. My counter arguments for this is, sometimes maybe the shopping cart would be helpful. I read an article, this lady would use the shopping carts that are by her car as kind of walkers to get into Walmart. Also, as far as the job one goes, you're not taking away jobs from people. If you put it back in the shopping cart return, the worker still has to go around and collect the shopping carts either way. You're just saving them from having to go, an extra mile, to collect the shopping cart off the side of the road. And as far as the people with the disabilities, if you count this as a dire emergency, then the theory still stands. The theory makes you reflect on your own life. Do you put the shopping cart back because, other people are gonna watch you? Because the person next to you is watching you, put the shopping cart back, which isn't necessarily the worst thing, the positive peer pressure can be a good thing in this situation. But if nobody was there, would you still return your shopping cart? But let's spiritualize this a little bit, okay? Let's say the shopping cart is your relationship with God, Some people won't put their shopping cart back, unless bad things happen in their life. Some people won't put their shopping cart back or live for God unless, somebody sees them, unless somebody acknowledges and that, that peer pressure's on, but it's really not their own choice. They're kind of just being peer pressured into living for God. If you cannot return the shopping cart by yourself, without people forcing you to, without people watching you, you probably lack the self-discipline in your life to self-govern in general. Areas like your academic life, your social life, your relationships, and most importantly, your spiritual life. Government, discipline, commitments, and living for God will become just a second priority. You will inevitably backslide because... Why? Oh yeah. You'll inevitably backslide because of your inability to say no to your flesh. Therefore, those who do not return the shopping cart will go to hell. Thank you for your time.